Many times, kids often wait until they reach high school to think about whether they want to go to college. But in order to be prepared, a college-bound mindset needs to be instilled at a much earlier age. Of course, this doesn't mean that 5-year-olds need to start thinking about what they want to major in, but by communicating the importance of a college education to young children, you set expectations and provide direction in their lives.
No, I've seen them when we drive by, but I've never been to one before. I thought it was a mall at first.
They said they had over 200 clubs.
We actually got to go inside one of the classrooms, and they're actually bigger than I thought.
I like their mascot, Big Blue. Actually, everything was cool.
It's the most fun place in the world.
I want to be in college right now.
We are at Old Dominion University today, and each year we coordinate a 5th grade field trip for our kids to come and visit a college campus.
We came here to learn about college and what people do here and stuff.
We're about to start middle school. We need to see our future, what we want to do when we grow up.
It was an idea that came up on 60 Minutes, and in essence, it was brought up that if you want children to go to college, you have to expose them to college. So we decided at school that we would take our 5th graders on a freshman tour where they kind of got to see an overview of the college campus. Then they got to walk. They got to walk around the campus. They got to walk into buildings. Kids love it. For a lot of them, they've never seen a college, and they are intrigued. They want to ask questions. There's just that enthusiasm and excitement that 5th graders have for something that they've never experienced.
I never knew a college was this big and that's this much fun. I've never seen a real basketball court that's played on TV.
I thought it was going to be just studying, like no hanging out, but then I realized once I got here that it was pretty cool.
I've never been to a college before, so it's a big experience.
Overall, their eyes just opened up to what it looks like. You know, and they asked such terrific questions, which leads me to believe that they really were interested and really they were that much more enlightened by it. And chances are good the kids are going to talk about it for weeks to come. We live in a country where education is accessible. And what it signifies really is freedom. It's freedom from, many things that often keep you down. And it's the freedom to think, it's the freedom to interact, it's the freedom to communicate with people that you may never meet in your life. It's a way for them to critically think, expand their mind, travel maybe, and do something that they really are interested in doing in their lives.
I learned that college isn't so boring, and this is pretty much how you can be successful in life.
It helps you get to your goals.
To me, a college education means getting your degree and get something you want to do in life.
I've went to college and I love it.
Joining me now is Lakeisha Phelps-Mays from the Access College Foundation. Lakeisha is part of the Early College Awareness Program, which targets middle school students and their parents with services and information on pursuing a college education. Lakeisha, we just saw what Birdneck Elementary does for their students. Why are programs like this so important?
Programs like exposing 5th graders to a college campus are so important because these students need to understand the options available to them after high school. It's very important for students and their parents to know that for them to be successful in the future, they need to do something beyond 12th grade. They're going to have some education after high school.
Let's talk about the Early College Awareness Program at Access.
Okay. The Early College Awareness Program at Access is in its 2nd year. We're in 19 middle schools across Southampton Roads, working with 7th and 8th graders, having the college conversation with them now. So they're not waiting until 9th and 10th and unfortunately 11th and 12th grade sometimes to prepare for college. They understand that the decisions they make today impact their options after high school. And it's so important because we want to make sure students have the best options after high school to pursue higher education, vocational school, community college, or a 4-year college or university.
What are some of the reactions you get from middle school students about college?
Very varied. Most middle school students are determined and have already made up their mind that they're going to college, but what we have found is that students haven't really connected the dots from what they need to do in 7th grade to get through high school to end up in a college or a university. So having the conversation with them now about what colleges are looking for, using resources like the Virginia Wizard, which is a website that details admissions criteria using, of course, grade point average and test scores, using that to expose students to what colleges are looking for. They've been pretty shocked at what colleges are looking for in their students.
What does a program like this mean for children whose parents didn't go to college? And does it make a difference in situations like that?
Absolutely. Our program really just gives students and parents the knowledge that they need to go through the college process, both the admissions process and the financial aid processes. And it's important because a lot of times students and their families will make the decision that college isn't an option just because they're not aware of the process. So we give them the knowledge, the tools they need to succeed.
Who has little brothers, sisters in here? Raise your hands if you do. And how important is it to you all that they go to college and learn about college early rather than later? You said you did.
Well, I have a daughter, and I feel that earlier she learns about college, the better.
Absolutely. The access is everything, right?
That's
So the reactions is good. It helps out. It changes the future of these kids. When was the earliest? Has anybody ever been to a college or university in the 5th grade or earlier? Show of hands. No, that's what I thought. So, except for you, of course, right? Coming up. So you finally made it to college, but guess what? The hard work is just beginning. Find out how Access helps students turn high school successes into college degrees. We'll be right back. The ins and outs of being college-bound. Join the discussion by going to our Cox Plugged In Facebook page. It's one way you can stay plugged in.